It is wet and snowy here today, and I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had a chance to make any videos. But I wanted to make a quick video this morning and just give a little tip of something that I learned a long time ago that helps a lot. Something I keep in my mechanics toolbox. Saves me a lot of pain, and it's really simple. And probably some of you already use it, but if you've never heard of this, hopefully it'll help your hands out a little bit. So just a quick story was quite a few years ago. I had borrowed a big screwdriver from a friend of mine who's a motorcycle mechanic for a living, and he handed me this big long snap-on screwdriver, and he said, "Be careful, don't break it, it's $80. And I kind of scoffed a little bit and said, "Who pays $80 for a stinking screwdriver?" And he said, "Well, it's not that the screwdriver itself is really that much better than any other high quality screwdriver, but I work with my hands all day, and I don't want my hands to hurt at the end of the day. And the comfort that the snap-on tool gives me is worth every bit of the money that I pay for it." And I had to think about that for a split second, and I remembered all the times that I'd been wrenching all day. I'm not a mechanic, but maybe I had a project, worked on it a day or two, and then my hand hurt for a week afterwards. As you're putting all that pressure on the ratchet or the wrench or something like that. And I thought, that's a pretty good point you have there. So a little bit of time goes by, and I got a mechanic that works for me doing some other things, and he gives me a tip, and it's something I've used for many years now. So it's real simple, and it's not complicated. Let me get it out of my pocket right here. This piece of rubber hose right here. I slip it on my socket, and now I've got me a comfort grip. Okay, this thing stays in my box. It goes on any of my ratchets. And I always make sure I got one of these in there because I'm tired of my hands hurting when I do have to wrench. It doesn't take up any space, doesn't cost any money, and turns this hard piece of steel into a comfort tool. So that's my tip for the day. And for wrenches, I keep another one in there, split it down the side, and then you can take it and just slip it over the wrench on the end like that, and you've got a comfort grip wrench if you need that as well. So that little tiny, 25-cent piece of rubber right there has been in my toolbox for years, and it is mandatory that it goes with me wherever I go because it keeps my hands from hurting at the end of the day. So that's my tip for the day. If your hands are hurting from working on stuff and you can't afford or don't want to go spend the money for those high dollar comfort grip, I know a lot of stuff like say Harbor Freight now has got some comfort grip stuff, but I have tons and tons of these old school ratchets. So a piece of rubber on them saves your hands a lot of pain. So hope that helps you out some. Have a good day, and y'all take care.